Hey everybody, I am back just showing off my Purple Worm, the Collector's Series edition. I really like this model. I was really psyched to see it come out. What I decided to do is I did a bit of my own interpretation on the color scheme, because as I understand it from looking at Wikipedia and things like that, is the Purple Worm is supposed to have a yellow underbelly as in the picture here, and to me this sort of looks like the snakes in Wrath of Ashardalon, in the sense that I have just sort of like a pale underbelly and then a colored top coat. I initially took inspiration from an old D&D module that I can remember to this day that I had as a kid called Tome of Martek, and I'll actually throw the picture up here. It's funny because when I remembered back before Googling the picture, because I no longer have that module, I actually envisioned it as blue and purple, like some complex shades of purple, and maybe it's because I liked the picture so much, and I really liked those modules so much as a kid that I just kind of made it even more grandiose in my mind than it was, because when I went back and looked at it, it was mainly purple, and I didn't, to be honest, I'm going to throw the picture up here, but I don't remember there even being a yellow underbelly on that drawing. Maybe there is. We'll see. But what I wanted to do is to really do a Purple Worm that really had some interesting types of blues and purples in its shades, and just to show maybe a bit of more of a complex coloration. And so I know it really depends on what you like, and you know, I think it's funny when people use the term realistic, you know, with fantasy miniatures and things, but you know, for folks that are into painting, oftentimes they refer to a comic book or versus sort of a realistic look, or heavy contrast, you know, versus very slight differences that are hard to see, you know, when you in a miniature. And I wanted this one to be primarily something where I could experiment with the spectrum of purple and blue, and then also what I would view it as a bit more realistic, and by doing that, by using lots of different tones of the same palette. And so, you know, I think I did achieve that. It was a lot of fun, actually, to paint it and to just really mix a lot of different variations of purple and blue together. I did... Well, I only used black to wash, and then I did a lot of dry brushing. But prior to that, throughout the model, in different places in the model, whether it be the spikes, the top carapace, or the underbelly, or the inside of the mouth, I used varying shades of purple and blue, and in some cases in the mouth even a little bit of red, because that red, purple, blue is sort of that side of the color wheel that I was looking at. And so the only thing that really didn't have those tones was the ground, which I used grays, and then the teeth, which I actually used like a Space Wolf gray. So it's sort of like a gray with a blue, you know, to get the kind of look that I was wanting there. So even that has like a little blue in it. So yeah, I'm quite happy. I'm planning on trying to get a card, because this isn't for the Dungeons and Dragons miniature game like Wrath of Ashardalon or the other comparable sets, but a lot of people do take some of these monsters and they will make a card so you can use it, and some of them are already done online, so I'm going to look for one of those so I can use this when I play that board game with my kids. But overall, I hope they make some more miniatures like these for the set, like of this quality. I did see some of the other Collector's Series miniatures, and I wasn't that impressed with a couple of ones that I looked at, so I haven't really been dying to get the others, but I'm going to keep an eye on them and keep a lookout, because I do really like the D&D genre, you know, in addition to 40K. It's something I played even before 40K, predated 40K, and so all of these sort of classic monsters, and my understanding is the Purple Worm was in some of the original release of monsters for D&D, so it goes way back. It's as far as like a nemesis within that world. So okay, well, hope you guys enjoy it, and I will be back with more videos. Take care.